Naciones Unidas para la Educación, Science and Culture.
How many were there, the guards who, over the centuries, torch in hand, patrolled the walkways of the fortifications of Bellinzona? Castle Grande, the biggest of the three castles, is perched on a promontory. Defended by man and nature, it provided quarters to Roman legionaries, mercenaries, bandits, merchants, and pilgrims. For its strategic importance, the stronghold situated between the Central Alpine passes and Lombardy was of particular interest to emperors, bishops, and other lords. It was built step by step, stone upon stone, from the first records mentioning the existence of a castle as early as the 6th century, moving on to the 14th century, when the Dukes of Milan did their best to make the fortress impregnable. At the height of their splendor, the three castles and the defensive wall protected the town of Bellinzona. However, what made this fortress unique was the murata. This high and thick wall closed off the entire valley, and it had one mission: to protect the Duchy of Milan from the incursions of the belligerent Swiss soldiers. But history doesn't stand still. A few years later, other figures can be seen scurrying along the walls. At the beginning of the 16th century, and for 3 centuries, Bellinzona comes under Confederate domination. On the battlements, the sentinels now focus their vigilance towards south. The Milanese officials leave to be replaced by the bailiffs of the first Confederate cantons, and the castles become an administrative and judicial seat of Helvetia. The merchants continued to trade between the north and the south, and in this period of peace, Bellinzona loses most of its military importance. Indeed, the only real threat to the castles was a terrible flood in 1515. It destroyed large sections of the murata, which were never rebuilt. In 1803, Ticino joins the Swiss Confederation. The castles become the property of the canton, which seems, however, to have other priorities. It was a time of great change. Towers and large sections of the walls are knocked down to make space for the ineluctable growth of the town. Tunnels and many rooms are abandoned to the ghosts. Over the centuries, the fortress has changed owners, role, and importance many times. Today, the castles are a valued historical heritage. They have taken on a new life as places of culture, entertainment, and refreshment, a green space wedged into the urban fabric. From barrier, the medieval fortress town of Bellinzona transformed itself into a modern city. Still a place of transit, exchange, and communication, it welcomes tourists and visitors. They follow the footsteps of the sentinels of old times, keeping the memory of the fortress alive.